All right. So we are in to our final two games. This game is against the Baltimore Ravens in week 16. So what do we got to say? Um I'm going to talk about the Ravens right now. Best team in football in my opinion. Um they got a great team. First of all, they look like a team. When they celebrate, when they laugh, when they having fun, maybe it look different because they winning and we not, but they look like they got like a cohesive. They look like, what people say, they genuinely like each other. I could see the chemistry. The chemistry is genuine. To them scoring the touchdowns and them doing this and this or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That all looked together. Definitely more than when what's his name? When Jarvis and OBJ started doing that stripper thing, that I don't know what the hell that was doing. This thing, I don't know, man. It was like that shit was some like female stuff to me, but that's neither here nor there. They thought it was cool. I don't get it. I thought it was like they get ready to come in with like a stripper dance. Like that's what I thought it was. But even when they was doing it, it was like everybody else wasn't like, nobody else knew. You know what I mean? When the rest of the team was trying to like join in, when Baker tried to join in, when the receiver tried to join in, it just looked like everybody was just doing it just because like that's your team, yeah. Like you want to do that, but it was just like it didn't seem. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing, it didn't seem like we was all on it. You know what I'm saying? It was just something random and everybody trying to get into it. It just don't look genuine yet. I don't know. Maybe give it more time, it'll look like that. But the Ravens, they look like they're having fun with each other, man. And I think it's gonna be hard to beat a team like that today because once everybody's settled in, once the puzzle pieces is all locked in, and it's really hard to kind of like tear it apart once it's done. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of take it down individually, meaning like a puzzle. So I say this about Lamar Jackson. I think Sheldon Richardson, he was the first person I think that said it and called him Baby Vic. I could say that now. I could say that honestly. Now, people gonna get crazy about this, but this is what I think. Lamar Jackson isn't better than Vic, but he's better than Vic. All right? He's not better than Vic, but he's better than Vic. What does that mean? He's not better than Vic because Vic is the original. He reminded me of that first version, you know what I'm saying, that everybody liked. For one, Vic was a celebrity, man. Like, he was in Atlanta, prominent, for, the black culture, in music videos, just, like I said, straight up rock star. Like, that's what Michael Vick was. To the game, he had everybody wanted to wear number 7 because of Michael Vick. I'm talking about if you was a scrambling quarterback, if you was, you know what I'm saying, like you wasn't the best thrower, but y'all was gonna run the 10 keeper, or y'all was gonna run the QB draw or whatever have you. You was running. You was wearing Michael Vick's number. You was wearing number 7. Anybody that wore number 7, you thought that person was good. Like, that's how much of an impact Michael Vick was to the culture. And that's why I said, like, Michael Vick is the best one, and Lamar Jackson is better because everybody gonna like the original. Everybody like the first version of something. Not everybody, but some people just stick to the first version of it. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing better than the original version. Now, this is where I say he's better than Michael Vick. He ain't better than Michael Vick because that's the first version, but he's better than Michael Vick. He's like the 2.0 of Michael Vick. I swear. Like, I get excited to watch the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? And I only like watching the Browns, but I can actually watch the Ravens this year because it's like his game just is so reminiscent of Michael Vick. Like I said, and that was the reason why I even liked football in the first place, was Michael Vick, his game. So the fact that like Lamar Jackson has that type of game, and he's doing it better. He's doing Michael Vick things better, more efficiently. That's why he's better. So he's like the 2.0. He's the 2.0 because they made modifications. They did upgrades. Yes, it's better than the original. It's better. He's better than Michael Vick right now. But he's not better than Michael Vick right now because of what just the nostalgia of Michael Vick, of his game. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna refer back to the original to me. But I know he probably gets sick of that. You don't want to be, caught up in Michael Vick, due to the things that happened in his past and the reason why he got taken away from the game in the first place. So I can understand why he don't want those comparisons. He want to be his own man, and he's gonna be his own man by, when it's all said and done. But I don't think it's a bad thing either, as far as just the game part that you remind us of Michael Vick, So I think Baby Vick is a good name. I think it's better than Vick 2.0, even though he is a 2.0. But Baby Vick just sound like, I don't know, sound more cultural fit. I don't know. It just sound cooler to me. Sheldon Richardson said it first. I'm rolling with it. That's Baby Vick out in the field. So, yeah, not better than Vick, but better than Vick. So that's dope. And some people, I've been hearing people say like, all right, well, why didn't the Browns draft Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson wouldn't be able. The Browns is not that franchise that will get this type of success that Lamar Jackson is having now. We wouldn't. We would be like, somebody would be too stubborn. They wouldn't do what Baltimore. Baltimore made an actual offense for him. Like, the Browns would have never been able. Lamar would have failed. That's why I appreciate Baker so much right now. Like, even though he's not having his best game or his best days, he's still trying to fight past it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see any give up in him. I just need to see improvement. Baker's the only one out of that draft class, at least, that can make this team something else. And I know he doesn't have one thing that really sticks out. It's the intangibles, but that's what we need. We don't need him to be the guy, the hero. We don't need him to be the hero right now. He got to be the hero as far as keeping everybody together in a mental standpoint. He got to do better as far as talking. That was another thing I wanted Baker. Baker, when I was doing my research on Baker before we drafted, it seemed like when he was in the media, he always answered correctly. He always said the right things. He knew what to say. This year it's been a little bit flaky, but sometimes the reporters be egging on. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to really answer questions for Cleveland people because like they always want the worst. So it's like they kind of bring that out of you. But I felt like he was smart enough to kind of like avoid that type of stuff. I appreciate him for being real. I just think like just a little bit more of a professionalism, I would say. Just keep it a little more professional. I understand this is a game and it's entertainment, blah, blah. It's almost like, to me, it's like Baker's like a WWE dude. You know what I'm saying? You just going to talk smack, like a WWE player. Not as disrespectful as a WWE player. I'm going to kick your candy ass or something like that, But more of like he says things for the entertainment. It's nothing serious to him. It's just y'all ask him a question and he going to say it, and it's just like I said, what people say, the fuel to the fire type thing. So the whole comparison between Lamar and Baker and all this stuff like that, like Lamar is supposed to be at where he's supposed to be at. I feel bad for Baker, but as a Browns fan, Baker's he's at where he need to be at. You're gonna be our guy for many years. We just need improvement. I didn't say this on the last video about my the Brownies, Cookies, and Water episode about Ron Rivera and Freddie K. I know my idea is stupid. And an aspect of like we can't expect Freddie Kitchens to take a step down. Like that's kind of humiliating. I get it. It's kind of stupid. I'm sorry about that video, and I'm sorry for saying, what I'm saying, like a billion times and regressing or digressing a billion times. I'm supposed to be regressing. I think that was in the Cardinals video. I said that. So I'm looking at this stuff. I'm trying to make improvements, guys. Anyways, but no, Baker's at where he need to be at. He's the only one that can do this thing. He's the only one that can step in this inferno of burning quarterbacks and win it. some people who already gave up, I'm not giving up yet because I know what I saw, you know. And I seen, and don't get me wrong, I did have my questions because we're an outside team, you know. I figured that the weather would play a factor in a little bit, but but that's the thing though. Like I don't understand why our offense is predicated on the pass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we such a pass happy team, even though Nick Chubb is leading the league in rushing, but that's because that's the only way we can win. You know? But if we was able to win with passing, I bet he wouldn't be leading the league in rushing. So I don't know, man. I guess that's like an indictment on Freddie and stuff like that. And I don't like to talk about him because I don't feel like he's like a bad person or anything like that. I just think like this was happening too much, too fast. And we needed somebody more experienced. Some people like Mike McCarthy, but I don't know, man. I can't roll with an offensive minded guy. Like on this team, I don't think our identity is offensive, you know, offense thing. I feel like defense is the best. That's when we get the most results. Even though Bill Belichick didn't really win with us, but all those other dudes that we, like I said, you know, they all the defensive minded coaches was like the best ones. I feel like, in my opinion, for the Browns. You know, I mean that's where the whole nickname Dog Pound came from in the first place. Was the defense. But what's gonna happen, man? I don't know. I'm gonna try to wrap this up. I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. I would like to see us fight well, but it's really gonna be difficult without Myles, man. Without Myles Garrett, it's gonna be so hard because Myles Garrett was just as fast as Lamar Jackson. You know, you could try to outrun Myles, but Myles is fast. Like I think it's underrated his speed. You know what I mean? To how he can catch up, how he sets the edge, how he could cover one side of the field. Without that guy here, man, we already seen it. We seen how we kind of struggled against what's his name, Kyler Murray. Somebody else we struggled against. It was a running quarterback. Duck Hodges. Yeah, we kind of like struggle with Duck Hodges. You know what I'm saying? So without Myles, man, I don't really virtually see us coming out of this game with a victory. I hate to say it like that. I'm just being real. I want to see a win, but without Myles, man, it's gonna be so hard, and you can only, if we were able to pull this out, it obviously would buy Freddie some time, you know, because if he could finish the season 8-8, I mean, I'm sure it'd be up in the air if he's gonna come back or not. So we have to see. I'm interested to see, man. It's gonna be a big game, man, and I'm ready for it. So I guess I have to wait until I talk to y'all later. I don't really want to say too much. The season almost over. I'm kind of sad. This is our last 2 games. I thought we was going to be in the postseason this year. I thought we was going to have a nice long season. But we're not. So it is what it is, man. Real Uncensored Browns fans signing out.